Welcome to the Edge podcast. I'm Christy Ogle, the co-founder of Edge, which stands for Empower, Develop, Grow, and Educate New Businesses. We specifically work with entrepreneurs and solopreneurs to help them get this edge in business so they never have to worry about competition. We want them to be able to get the edge and work on their business instead of in their business all the time. We've been going through on this podcast, live video, YouTube, wherever you're watching us on. Hello, Facebook family. We've been talking about how to win friends and influence people by Dale Carnegie. If you show genuine interest in other people, they're more likely to do what you want. This is the first of 6 ways to have people like you. Have you ever walked into a room and started talking to someone and you can tell immediately that they're not a fan? Well, it could be you. Are you just talking about you? Are you just telling them about what you can do? I've personally been to thousands of business networking meetings, and 99% of the people that stand up and talk only want to talk about themselves. Most business owners never understand this, so they never take their business to the next level. It's all about me. It's all about what I need. I need to sell you this product so I can make money to support my family. Nobody cares. No, they want to know what your product or service in business is going to do for them to make their lives better. So this is just one of the 6 ways to help people like you, because you are your brand in the very beginning. Carnegie says in How to Win Friends and Influence People, I think I said Think and Grow Rich earlier, but I've been doing both books today, so I apologize. But today we're specifically talking about How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. He said all of us, be factory workers, clerks in an office, or even a king on his throne. All people, all of us like when people admire us. So thank you, Dale Carnegie. You taught me a very important lesson with this book. This section teaches you how to win friends, win people to come to your business. Now, think about the one animal in the world that doesn't have to work for its food. What animal would that be? A dog. You could be gone for 5 minutes or you could be gone for 5 years, and that dog still has this excitement to see you. His tail is wagging within the time period that you're within feet of him. He'll almost jump out of his own skin, so because he is so excited to see you. He doesn't want to sell you real estate. He doesn't want to sell you insurance. He doesn't want to marry you. He's interested in you. They don't have to work for a living. A hen has to lay eggs. A cow has to give milk. A canary has to sing. But a dog makes his living with nothing but love. When I was a child, I had these 2 dogs. They were named Quirky and Sweet. They were rat terriers. They were the light of my childhood. Everything that I did, Quirky and Sweet Pea were with me. They would come at the sound of my voice. They would come up when it was time to eat dinner out of their dog bowls. It was nothing like any other animals I'd ever had. They always leaped with joy and barked with sheer ecstasy. Now, Quirky and Sweet Pea were my constant companions. My grandfather gave them to me, and they were my constant companions for the first 7 years of my life. And then something happened that I never forgot. My dad went away. He was in the military, and he went away for a couple of weeks. I can't remember what it was called, but it was something with the National Guard where they would go to camp for 2 weeks. So we went to stay with my grandmother, and we came home and we found that somebody had shot Quirky and Sweet Pea. This was the tragedy of my childhood, the deaths of Quirky and Sweet Pea. Quirky and Sweet Pea never read a book on psychology. They didn't need to. They knew in this divine instinct that they had that they could make more friends by being genuinely interested in the other people. Let me repeat that. They knew that if they were genuinely interested in people, they would be interested in you. So how can you get people interested in you? Now, don't get on all fours and start barking at people. I don't think that's going to make you many friends. What you do is you are genuinely interested in them. Instead of blundering through life, wishing people would be interested in you, be interested in them. Be interested in what they're doing morning, noon, and night. If you're creating a tribe with your business, be interested in your employees. Be interested in the people that you're working in. The New York Telephone Company did a study, and the study showed the most used words 3,900 times in 500 telephone conversations. What do you think that word was? I. 3,900 phone conversations, 3,900 times I was mentioned in these 500 phone calls. When you see a photograph of a group and you're in it, who do you look for? Yourself. If you're on a recording with someone and there's several people on the recording, who are you looking for? You. Napoleon Hill tried to really show that if you have interest in other people, your fellow man, they will be interested in you. So many people don't understand this. So many humans are walking around and it's all about them. They don't think about the other people. So the first principle in section 2 is become genuinely interested in other people. It can't be a fake interest. You have to be genuinely interested, genuinely enthusiastic about other people. It goes beyond just making friends. It helps you in business. It helps you acquire customers in business. I follow so many different businesses on social media, and the majority of them, 99.9%, only talk about what it is they're doing. They've fallen in love with themselves. They've fallen in love with their products. They've fallen in love with their services, but they need to fall in love with their clients and customers. Fall in love with your clients and customers. Be genuine with them. Show interest by demonstrating your interest in others. You're likely to get on somebody's good side. You can accomplish great things by expressing interest in other people. For an example, Carnegie used to have little conferences and talks and classes at the Brooklyn Institute of Arts. This guy's from Missouri and he made it all the way to the Brooklyn Institute of Arts. He wanted to invite prolific writers so his students would hear them speak. They would attend these conferences. So to do this, him and his students wrote letters of deep admiration to these authors and speakers. And they told truly that they enjoyed them. They asked questions about their books. And they said they knew they had a busy schedule, but they would love to hear them answer these questions in person. He didn't just say, hey, come speak. The students didn't say, hey, come speak at the Brooklyn Institute of Arts. He hoped they would attend and hoped they would answer the questions that they had about their books. True admiration, and told them how important their work was and asked them to come and attend and speak to the class. He did this all the way up to the President of the United States, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, expressed a deep interest, a genuine interest. And you know what? He came and spoke to those students. Carnegie did this with many prolific authors and individuals of the time, expressing specific interest in them. A dog is a selfless and loyal animal, and that's why men have loved them throughout generations. When you show interest in others, it makes them want to reciprocate the feeling. A relationship of interest is a two-way street. Our actions motivate people to be genuinely interested in us also. So, some questions to ask yourself is, how can I get this feeling of friendship and have genuine interest in others? How can I get people to like me? How can I get people interested in what I'm doing? By showing an interest in them. How can you find out what interests them? We've got something powerful now that we've never had before. I saw Grant Cardone, author of the 10X Rule, on a show the other day, and he was totally looking up the person that he was going to $1 million meeting with on social media to find out what they were interested in before the meeting. He actually prepared. He showed genuine interest in people, and they reciprocated it in return. Discuss with people their interests, not yours. Be selfless in your relationships that you develop with people. Be a loyal and faithful person, a friend, without demanding anything in return. You have to take actions on this. You can't just think about it. You actually have to work with it. If you express a genuine and specific interest in other people, in someone, your clients, your customers, coworkers, employees, they're more than likely to do what you need. Seek a friendship, a business relationship without motive of getting anything back in return. A relationship is a two-way street. You have to work at relationships for them to work. If you do this, you will be genuinely welcome anywhere. This was part 1 of the 6 ways to make people like you. Showing a genuine interest in them, taking an interest in others. Learn from your dog. I'm Christy Ogle, and thank you for joining me for How to Win Friends and Influence People, my take on Dale Carnegie's book. You guys have an amazing day. And thank you for listening to the Edge podcast.